So markets continue to push based off of news of de-escalation. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Talkbot Solutions here with a super quick update. Again, I just wanted to provide you guys with what I know so far, and it kind of contradicts one another. So a battered Iran signals it wants to de-escalate hostilities with Israel and to negotiate. So this is showing, or at least showcasing, signs of, okay, hey, things might be settling in the Middle East, right? We might be coming to an end. But every other news outlet just continues to signal Israel still striking Iran on the fourth consecutive day of war against Israel. Everything continues to update us on the war that is still actively going on. But there's one news source that is stating that there's a de-escalation happening. Now, if it is getting de-escalated, then this rally is justified. And that's the thing that I want to make sure that you're very aware of. Right now, Monday, June 16th, it is 8:16 a.m. here in Arizona, and markets are bullish based off of the news of de-escalation. If this news is not true, and if things continue to escalate, then it would make sense that markets would drop. So again, if there is de-escalation, then yes, markets have the environment and the condition to recover. If this news is not true and they continue to strike one another, then get ready for this thing to be a fake out, a bull trap, and then markets to drop, right? So something you cannot be surprised with. Other than that, there's been huge pushes. There's so many stocks that are incredibly overbought within a short period of time that if this news is not true and things continue to escalate, get ready for a nice pullback. The other thing that I also wanted to make sure that I shared with you guys is I shared this with some of my people that are part of my close friends group on Instagram. And this just pisses me off, right? A lot of you guys know that although for a part, how do I say this? There's things that I agree with and things that I disagree with, right? When it comes down to Trump. And I've been very vocal about it. It offends some people. I truly don't care. If my opinion offends you, then, all power to you, right? It's just an opinion. But it's insane to me that the president of the United States, after coming out with a meme coin that we all know is to enrich himself and how much that cheapens the presidency, now just on May 23rd, President Trump threatened Apple and Samsung with a 25% tariffs on smartphones that are not made in the US. And then again, Trump tariffs in 2025 target individual companies. Today, 24 days later, Trump Organization announced Trump Mobile. Trump Mobile will be using phones made in the USA. It's just insane to me that the president of the United States can create businesses. They're not established businesses already that he already had and that, we're already running. He creates these businesses that are for his administration and for himself to enrich himself while he is in position of power. It is a complete conflict of interest, and if it was anyone else, they would be in jail. That simple. It's insane how much people overlook or excuse his actions. There's no reason a politician should have a meme coin while in power, yet alone the president of the United States. There's no reason the president of the United States needs to be creating businesses while he is in presidency to enrich himself. Very simple, right? We can talk about the good, we could talk about the bad. I'm all for that. We need to highlight when we are not okay with something. And to me, it just doesn't make sense how this is not a complete conflict of interest. Because if it was anybody else, they would be in huge trouble. Nonetheless, again, as of right now, markets don't care. Markets are still as irrational as they've been for the past week, right? Higher highs, higher lows. We're really close to previous all-time highs. For NASDAQ, 540 is the previous all-time highs. Right now, we're at 535. So we're pretty much there. Markets are not cheap, in my opinion, based off of what's to come this week, right? Wednesday, we have the Fed rate decision, and there is a super high probability that the Federal Reserve is going to pause. And now there's a probability that the Federal Reserve can even raise interest rates. Cutting interest rates is not even on the table anymore. And yet, people still think that our economy is thriving. Yet, companies are laying off workers. Inflation is set to rise. People cannot afford to buy a house because rates are incredibly expensive due to the bond and treasury market being incredibly high. But again, it doesn't matter because markets are irrational. So again, just doing my part in keeping you guys up to date. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below. And as I continue to learn more, either between the escalation of Israel and Iran or the trade war updates between China and the US, I'll make sure that I keep you guys posted here. Make sure you follow for updates. And again, if you want to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow, second link in the description down below. I trade live every single morning right at market open. It's designed for complete beginners, and you can join just by clicking that second link. I'll see you tomorrow at market open for our live session. Take care, team.